What is the word for a shape with three sides? What is the word for the biological structure of the body, the location and shape of the organs, etc.?
On what part of the body do people wear bracelets? What is the word for someone who rides a horse in horse racing?
What do we call the distance around the outside of something round? What do we call the pair of objects used to play drums with? What does water do in extremely cold temperatures?
What do we call the round ring of rubber around the wheel of a car? When is a nocturnal animal active?
What thin piece of metal is used for sewing?
What do we call the heavy object sailors drop into the sea to stop a boat from moving?
What do people set to wake them up in the morning?
What word describes someone who does not eat meat or dairy products?
While we call Thailand and France countries, what do we call Asia and Europe?
What do people wear over their ears to listen to music?
What do astronauts travel through?
How many times a year is an annual conference held?
What kind of jewelry do people wear around a finger?
What do you call the hair that covers the bodies of bears and cats? What do we call the part of the body inside your head which you use to think, feel and move?
What do we call a person who is trained to design buildings?
What do humans usually have 5 of on the end of each foot?
What is the term used for copying another person's academic work and pretending it's your own?
What is the word for the study and practice of making maps?
What is the name for the loan which people get from a financial institution to buy property?
What is the name of the colors and patterns animals have on their skin or fur, which help them appear less visible?
What do we call the industry which is concerned with flying, making and operating aircraft? What is the term for the process where an area of land is watered using pipes and tunnels in the ground?
What is the last part of a piece of school or college work called, where you write a summary or give your opinion on the main points?
What is a scientific test that is done to discover or prove something?
What do we call the money that a government or company pay to retired people?
What do you call the people watching a play in a theatre or a film in a cinema?
What do we call the ability to remember events from the past?
What do we call a group of a few words, such as the other day or you're welcome?
What do we call a substance that is not a solid or a gas, such as water or milk?
What do companies usually apply for to protect their products?
What do you call the natural environment that a plant or animal needs so it can live?
What are a full stop and a comma examples of?
What is the specific word for the ceremony or occasion when a university student receives their degree?
What is the name for the type of book that contains maps of the entire world?
What do you call a seat that's like a chair but doesn't have a back?
What do you call someone who comes first in a race or other competition?